What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. The Dragon's Breath exotic rocket launcher will be returning in Season 23 as the new Season Pass exotic. But when the Dragon's Breath returns, it will be nothing like it was in Destiny 1. In Destiny 1, the Dragon's Breath was a one-of-a-kind solar rocket launcher, equipped with the Napalm Intrinsic trait. After firing a rocket, a napalm canister would be discharged when releasing the trigger button. This napalm canister would scorch the ground in a large perimeter, dealing out massive amounts of damage over time. Dragon's Breath also featured a secondary intrinsic trait called Who's Next, which increased the reload speed of Dragon's Breath after defeating an enemy. While it was never as powerful as the Gjallarhorn, the Dragon's Breath was a formidable exotic rocket launcher that featured one of the most unique and badass designs. When Dragon's Breath returns in Season 23, it will be getting a complete facelift with new perks and a new catalyst. Instead of discharging napalm canisters, Dragon's Breath will now come with the Burn the World intrinsic trait. This gives Dragon's Breath a fuel counter that charges up and maxes out at 5. This counter passively increases the longer you go without firing Dragon's Breath. When a rocket is fired, it will embed itself into a target or whatever surface it lands on. On impact, the rocket will cause fiery scorch damage to any nearby enemies. While the rocket is embedded, incendiary fuel will periodically be ejected, creating additional scorch damage. After all of the fuel has been discharged, the rocket will then detonate, causing additional damage to any enemies caught within its blast. The more fuel counters you have when firing a rocket will cause the rocket to stay embedded longer, causing more scorch damage to be applied. Dragon's Breath will also feature the high octane intrinsic trait. Nearby ignitions from any source will instantly refill 2 charges of fuel, and once the fuel counter is fully charged, the Dragon's Breath will automatically be reloaded. I'm already seeing this exotic pairing up really well with many of the top tier solar builds. The new catalyst for Dragon's Breath will definitely be a must-have, since it will cause fuel charges to fill up faster, and fire sprites will start getting generated when defeating opponents with the Dragon's Breath itself, or its scorching fuel cells. These new perks and catalysts are going to synergize extremely well with how Solar 3.0 verbiages work now, and with exotics like the Warlock's Dawn Chorus, the Dragon's Breath could very well become the new DPS meta in Destiny 2. When Dragon's Breath releases, it will be made available instantly to paid Season Pass holders. To those accessing the free version of the Season Pass, this will become available at rank 35. After acquiring Dragon's Breath, the quest for its catalyst can be picked up from Banshee at the tower. Like all other Season Pass catalyst quests, this one will require you to defeat enemies with the Dragon's Breath itself, defeat high-ranking enemies with any weapon, and complete playlist activities, with higher level activities like Nightfalls rewarding the most progress. In Destiny 1, Dragon's Breath featured one of the coolest exotic ornaments called Tiger Shark, which could very well return as the rank 100 ornament in the Season 23 Season Pass. Even if it's not provided as a rank reward, I'm really hoping that this ornament returns. For now though, that's everything we got on the return of the Dragon's Breath. I for one am very happy and excited to see this exotic return, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on the return of the Dragon's Breath, and how big of an impact do you think it will make on the sandbox? Let us know down in the comments below. Once Dragon's Breath has been officially released, we'll be taking a more in-depth look into this returning exotic and testing out its DPS capabilities. So be sure to stay tuned to the channel for all the latest Season of the Wish and Final Shape news. Thank you as always for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated and both really do help support the channel. If you're a new Light Guardian or a battle-hardened veteran just looking for a new home, then be sure to check out the Discord link in the description below and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.